Hey guys, Jambu here from Gamerzclass. Welcome to this video. I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying the release of the new game now that it is fully out. Today, we're just going to be talking about some of the main differences between FIFA 20 and FIFA 21, and I'll try and give you a few tips that will work on the new game that perhaps wouldn't have in last year's FIFA. So first of all, we've got some defending clips here, so we'll talk about how defending has changed in general. I think overall quite a lot of people are struggling with the new defending. I think your best friend in this game is still the Jockey as it was last year. You want to hold LT on the Xbox or L2 on the PlayStation. The difference this year is the Jockey still, it's just not quite as strong. You've got to be very careful in certain situations. The AI is not quite as strong, and I think the main difference is due to the new attacking runs in FIFA 21, it's a lot easier to attack rather than defend, so you're seeing quite a lot of high scoring games. I think defensive wise is probably the least this game's changed. It still is a little bit different, but it's more the attack where the major changes have come in. So defensive tips, I would say don't dive in, which was what you needed to do on FIFA 20 as well. You want to be jockeying a lot, which is also what we wanted to do on FIFA 20. The main difference is you need to be manually tracking the runs this year. On FIFA 20 it was very hard to get in behind, which meant that you didn't have to manually cover as many runs because pace wasn't as important. On this FIFA you need to be grabbing your centre backs, grabbing your full backs and running back to mark the runs where the attackers are going. So that is how defending works. We're going to be having a look at some attacking clips as well. One of the major differences in attack is obviously going to be the new creative runs. That's something that we haven't actually seen in any other FIFA. It is brand new to this installment, so we're going to have a little look at that. That's going to drastically change the way people are attacking on FIFA 21. So basically, we'll start off the clip now. You're going to see this little red dot appear above your player's head when you activate the manual runs. To perform this, all you have to do is click in both thumbsticks at the same time, and then what that's going to do is the player that's controlling the ball is going to turn to an AI controlled player, and you can use the right stick to make runs off of the ball, so you don't have to control the player that's on the ball anymore. And this is a major difference to attack. You're going to be able to make runs that you wouldn't normally, and this is also making the defending a little bit different, because obviously what we spoke about with having to manually mark runs, this is going to make that even more important. So this is a huge difference in terms of attack. You're able to manually make runs that you never normally would be able to do, and that's going to add a lot of unpredictability into defending, attacking, and it's just a big game changer really. So I think this is the biggest difference I've noticed so far between FIFA 20 and FIFA 21, and it is an attacking change. General attacking changes, I think the major one is that pace is a lot more important. You're going to see in some of these clips we're absolutely burning defenders with pace, whereas on FIFA 20 you wasn't able to do that as much. I wouldn't say that pace wasn't important, because I think it's always going to be important on FIFA, but it wasn't as strong as it is now. You're able to really accelerate away from defenders. You know, if you have those Mbappes, Neymars, CR7s, you know, the players with high speed, you're going to be able to really notice a difference. You can see down here, look how much space we're making. We're actually making some ground on the defender, and it's very effective. So I think that's a huge difference. Pace is back, and it's adding a lot of different opportunities down the wing, through balls in behind, chipped through balls, everything like that. So that's one of the biggest changes I've noticed so far. Another big change, and you'll see this in some of the clips, is the actual shooting. On FIFA 20 it was very heavily based around either near post power shots or sometimes a far post finesse, but by far the most effective way of scoring goals was definitely the near post power shot. On FIFA 21 things have changed a little bit. you can now score with a variety of different shots. You're not restricted to just the near post power shot. The near post power shot does still work, but it's not quite as effective as it was, but that's fine, because basically every other version of shooting is viable to use this year. Far post finesse shots feel strong. You've got the near post power shot, which is still there. Basically, if you're in a good position to score a goal, there's going to be a shot this year that works for you. The chip shot is back as well. On FIFA 20, this wasn't good at all. You were better off running towards the keeper and doing a ball roll round him, which still does work, but this year chip shots are very, very effective. So if your opponent does rush their keeper out, you're able to perform the chip shot and they just don't seem to miss. They go in, which I think is fine, because if someone pulls their goalkeeper out, that is a risky move, so you should be able to punish that. So overall, guys, I think defensively, the main differences are you have to manually mark the runs. That's the biggest change. Attacking wise, pace is back. Skill moves are a bit more back as well. The skill chain doesn't seem to be quite as bad as it was in FIFA 20. You're able to do a bigger variety of skill moves chained together. Obviously, the creative runs are a huge change. We've been through that. And yeah, so they're the main things. Pace definitely back. It seems that this FIFA is a lot more attacking based than FIFA 20, which is going to make for some higher scoring games. So hopefully this helps you guys. These are my initial thoughts on the differences between the two games. Similar in some ways, but still very different in others. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please let us know. Let us know if this helped you. And also, please tell us what you want to see. What are you struggling with on the new game that you want us to cover? But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. And peace.